Alright, it's getting real in here, guys. This is my bed. This is where I do most of my work, most of my filming where I need to talk to a camera. And the blanket, well, let me turn it this way so you can see. Well, you can't really see. There we go. There's the edge. That is about halfway. Let's see. Yeah, that's halfway, so it's hanging off about 2 squares. Show you that again. And I want it to hang off about 2 squares on that side. So about 14 rows, and then of course I'll need at least one more repeat of 6 here of rows the other way for both the foot of the bed and the head of the bed. And if I want some extra hanging off, then I will need a few more rows. Hey guys, it's Kim here with Fairily Fiber Fun. Thanks for joining me on October blanket de-stash update video. So last month in September, I showed you where I was at. I had done, I had knit 50 squares in the first month. I left you hanging last month with the statement, I don't have enough yarn. But we all know, if you watched my stash organizing video, that I have a ton of yarn. So I sat down last night, September 5th, actually, not last night, and I figured out, I pulled out every single yarn in that box of stash that I could possibly put in this blanket, and I put back the ones that I thought that had hurt my hands to knit with because they're too thick. Like, I'm going to use everything I can because this blanket needs to be huge. So yeah, let me show you those and then let's go from there. My bag of blanket yarn has gotten quite heavy. Let's look at it. This one is really thick. It'll probably hurt my hands, but you know, I'm going to use it anyway. I've got another purple one. Whoops. Let's go on camera. There's no label. Don't know what that is, but it's sparkly. Bright purple handspun, the tag says. Sparkles. This one was from Tour de Fleece 2022, day 7. Oh, my nails match. That was not planned. More pink, almost red. It's a very bright, dark pink. Can pink be bright and dark at the same time? It looks more red on camera, according to my phone. Undyed polypay, Shetland roving from Whispering Pine soft Shetland wool. This is the same farm, but this is the combed top, I believe, Shetland. I did get some of both to try out. I'm losing yarn. I had 2 runaways. This is undyed merino. This is Tunis, right? Yeah. Dyed Tunis. This is one of last year's 2022 Tour de Fleece spins. Are you going to focus? Thank you. I actually have a really big skein of this, so if I need more, I can get more. This is just little leftovers. Tunis. More sparkles. Another 2022 art yarn. Again, probably too thick for the blanket, but I'm going to use it anyway because it's pretty. Oh, I know what this was. This was the bat that I made, and I put yarn and felt bits in it. Oh, that's going to be fun to work with. This is the gradient Tunis. It's in 2 skeins because I couldn't fit it all into one bobbin. So when I wind this, I'll make sure to wind it the correct way where, you know, I can get it to do gradient things. This one I'm undecided about, but I think it would be really neat in the blanket. It's got all sorts of textures, and it's actually pretty thin. Like, these are super coils that are like a worsted weight. This was when I didn't have a wheel big enough with a big enough orifice for art yarns. That was a long time ago. Here's another pretty. This one is not sparkly. And then, of course, I still have more yarn in the bin. And then we have, can you believe this is actually a hand spun sample that I did? Like, this was leftovers from a spin that I did. That does not look hand spun. That looks a lot like this yarn. Like, quality. So then I have a sample I spun when I was getting ready to make my sister's sweater. And I don't know what this sample is. It feels like it's got some alpaca in it, maybe. And then this was leftovers from one of the yarns that's already in the blanket. So yeah. Oh, and I've added in a few bulky yarns that I know are going to be too thick, but yeah, it'll work. Hey guys, so today is, I think, October 5th. Yeah, October 5th. So it's the 2-month mark from when I started the blanket. And I haven't gotten much done, so I'm going to keep going for the rest of this month. And then I will see you around the beginning of November for the September-October update. I've marked where I was last time. Move you back a little bit more. Okay, so I've been working from the little gray square in the corner there, and I was right here, which I think was 44 squares. I know I just said it was 50, but it wasn't 50. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 16, 17, and I'm on the 18th square for month 2. And that's, you know, compared to 48, that's like 30, a difference of 30 squares. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep going with this blanket, but you won't see this for a few weeks longer than normal, I think. So yeah, we're going to finish out the month of October, and then I'll be back with the full update of how much I've been able to accomplish. In the meantime, enjoy today's winding yarn, because that's what I did today. I wound the rest of the skeins for being able to finish out the blanket, hopefully. Hopefully that's all the yarns I'm going to need. Now to wind all of these lovelies into balls so I can use them. Oh, this isn't part of it, but it might become part of the blanket. This is a new spin, and it is Jacob. And there's more Jacob about to become yarn. It's a filming day today. I'm filming all the things. And there's the yarns that are already in the blanket that will continue to be used in the blanket until they are all used up. So I have my blanket is ready for row 13 and 14 to be charted out, or the colors picked. These are all the blanket yarns, including two that I missed when I was winding yarns. This one I found under my bed. So let's move that out of the way for a moment. And this is the next yarn we're going to use. I'm going to shove my knitting needle through that. So that one goes there. And that's the one I'm currently working on. And that's 11 rows, which you can see almost completely reaches the head of the bed and the foot of the bed. All right, so we're gonna work from this. Yeah, that shows. This is, I did all of that to here in the first month, and I've done this in the next 2 months. So not a lot of progress. Let's see, I did this one and this one. I think I used up the yellow, and then this one goes here. Let's see, I'm going to move this closer to me. If I have any yellow left, it's the teeniest, tiniest bit, and it's probably sitting around in the living room somewhere. Okay, I have not used this one in a while. I have not used this one yet. I have not used this one. I haven't used this one in a little while. This one was that. Okay, that one was that. This is sort of how I do it. I take the yarns and I put them where they were last used. And then I go from there towards planning out what I'm going to do next. I don't have any more of the orange or the yellow of those Christmas yarns. I've got little odds and ends that I need to use up. Let me just go back in here. Okay, so those are the most recent. That one goes there. The other one's used up. This one was back here. That's that one. So I need to use that one up. This was used way back here. Do I have any more of that other red? I don't think so. Okay. I think I want to use this color here. It's a combination of colors. No green for a while in that one. Maybe there or there, I'm not sure. I don't think I have enough of this red. Oh, I still have that. I'm going to set that there and we'll see if I have enough. If not, let's see, what will I do? I will finish with this. Okay. What else do I have here? I haven't done a purple on the top, like a light purple on the top, so I think I'll put that there. Yellow, green. You know what? I have a new one I'm going to put here. And I found another Christmas yarn I had spun a few years ago. What do I want to put at the bottom? I think I want to put this down here. Okay, now we're going to work on the next one. Stay. Okay, I think that's how I want to do this last row. So let me write all that down. I'll move you to where you can see all of this. Okay, I know that took a while and I'll probably cut out most of it or do it fast. So all of these that are on the blanket don't need to be out of the box right now, but I'm using them as a visual aid because for some reason having just the squares knit is not enough for my brain. I have to have the actual yarns laid out. It's really weird. But I really think I'm going to like this. So row 13 starts with the light brown Shetland. Blue black tweed. Green sparkle. Xmas red. We have yellow gray. And then we have okay. So that's row 13, and then row 14 is the fire, denim, white, merino, blue gradient, purples, I don't know what to call that one, and then the Xmas blue with locks. Okay. I think that will work. Look at this one again. I think this one do not remember. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Today is December 29th, and I've just hit the halfway point on my blanket. I will put the little video clip of showing you the whole thing that I've done so far in here, but I'm going to talk over it. So by now you have seen a lot of the progress, and I started on August 5th and on 2023, of course, and I knit 44 squares in 1 month. So by September 5th. From September 5th to October 31st, I only knit 28 squares, but I also had a hand injury, and I may make a separate video on the hand exercises that I did to fix the tendonitis. From November 1st through Thanksgiving Day, I knit 26 squares, and then from Thanksgiving to Christmas, I knit 35 squares, and from Christmas until today, I have knit 5 squares, so I'm up to 140 squares. It is now 14 by 10, and it will be 14 by 20 when it's finished. So I'm officially halfway done, and I'm super excited to take you along on this journey with me, and it's getting quite large. So I've still got all the little marks of where I ended each section. So my first month mark on the 44 squares, and then the next mark is where I was still doing the 6 square rows. There's the mark for the end of October, and then the October and Thanksgiving mark is close together, but that's when I started doing the 14 square rows. So I had First been doing 6 squares and trying to get the 6 squares up to 14 wide. So row 7 I did all in 1 month, and then I've knit the next 3 rows. So I'm really happy with how this is. This is the last square I just cast off today. I still have a lot of ends to cut off. I weave in as I go, so I've went through and cut off most of them, so I've got like 2 rows that I need to trim the ends, but I'm probably going to wait a while and not bother with that. So anyway, I did find more yarn when we were getting ready to get out the Christmas stuff after Thanksgiving or right around Thanksgiving. So I found a whole box of yarn from 6, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, when I first started spinning. So I have incorporated a lot of those, and they no longer fit in the bin I have under the bed that you saw, that big underbed bin. So yeah, I've got way more yarn than I thought, so I get to make this blanket as big as I want. And I'm looking forward to seeing how quickly I can get this done. But I kind of took the month of December off from a lot of things, so I'm going to have to knuckle down and work on other stuff for a while. But yeah, I'm really excited about the size of this blanket. It is huge. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoy the blanket progress and journey, and I will probably update you again when it's all finished. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's little video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.